how much is the rent actually on that commercial property you're looking at. Now, it can be pretty confusing to figure out. Sometimes it's listed as just a dollar amount. Sometimes it's an all-inclusive type lease. There's lots of different ways to do it. So I'll show you a very typical way that it's published. So this one here, it's listed at $16. Just $16. That's all it has on it. Now, what does that mean? Is that per day, per month? What is that? So what it typically will be is that's per square foot per year. So you take that $16 price, you times it by whatever the square footage is, and that'll typically be published on a public site as well as the realtor sites. And so you take that number, that gets you on this particular one $16 square foot at 3457 square feet, gets you to 55,312 for the year. Divide that by 12 gives you 4609. So $4,600 is your base rent. But that's not it. There's also what we call triple net costs. Sometimes it's called common area expenses. Sometimes there's some other different names that it gets called. But basically what it is all the other expenses that the tenant would be responsible for. So property insurance, property taxes, condo fees, maintaining the parking lot, if there's common areas or elevators, maintaining that stuff, management fees. There's kind of a lot of different things can go into that number, and each property will be a little bit different, and sometimes landlords put different things in there, so you got to really figure out what that number is. Now, sometimes it's published on the public site, sometimes it's not. Sometimes it's easy for us to find as realtors on our site, but sometimes it's not even listed, and you got to track down or have your realtor track down the other realtor or the owner to find out exactly what costs are can be added on. So, like I said, so your base rent on this particular one, $4609 a month. This one's published at $2374 per month for additional expenses. So it brings you up to a total of $6983. So you start out paying $6983, but those triple net costs, those are not set. Those are actually just estimated. So next year, if we get a property tax increase like we often do in Grande Prairie, well then that cost will bump up. So that'll fluctuate. Whatever you negotiate in your lease for the fixed amount will stay, and your triple net costs will typically climb up a little bit over time as property taxes, insurance, that kind of stuff go up. Now, every lease is different. I mean, you can negotiate to have everything included, even utilities. Not very common, but the most common way is to do it this way is there's a base rent like we figured out, which is what's advertised, plus your common area expenses, your triple net costs, and that's all combined into one payment for you. And but it's not often published, so you really have to dig into it and find out what's going on. And everything's negotiable. You can negotiate in different parts of it, what's included, what's not. If you need any help with understanding leases, commercial property, I actually own commercial property as well, so I think I have a decent understanding of what goes into these numbers. Happy to help you out. Tim Blake with Remash Commercial, 780-897-8847.